make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives. It sure will make a better day. Just you and me. Saving up in Nigeria, we be your friend. Them they carry our money enter area. Let no one know if we done trouble. All I want to let them know it's what's up. You got them and it on our side. Everybody we want train or campsite. And that was an Azukilishi. Them leave us for water. Go chop on a machine. I make it put our hands together so that we can fight this time together. We are friends. We are the world, make a better day. So let's start giving. The choice we make, we're saving our life. Issue will make a better day. Just you and me. We are the world. We are friends. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives. It sure will make a better day. Just you and me. Don't be so this matters about me. As I take my time and sing reality. In a struggle, they hustle, they muscle. Why some people that they cannot all we need is a great nation, which is fear free in our world today. All we need is to be free. Freedom to enjoy our nationality. Waiting I see now, so me I use to talk them. Share as I talk them now, so you go understand them. To have your mind back forever. If you like it, make it there, just smoke by the journal. We are friends. We are the world, make a brighter day. So let's start giving. The choice we make, we're saving our life. This sure will make a better day. Just you and me. We are the world. We are friends. We are the ones to make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we make. We're saving our life. Future will make a better day. Just you and me. We are the world. We are friends. We are the world, make a better day. So let's start giving. The choice we make, we're saving our life. It sure will make a better day. Just you and me. We are the world. We are friends. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives. It sure will make a better day. Just you and me. Saving up in Nigeria, we be your friend. Them they carry our money enter area. Let no one know if we done trouble. All I want to let them know it's what's up. You got them and it on our side. Everybody we want train or campsite. And that was an Azukilishi. Them leave us for water. Go chop on a machine. I make it put our hands together so that we can fight this time together. We are friends. We are the world, make a better day. So let's start giving. The choice we make, we're saving our life. It sure will make a better day. Just you and me. make a better day, just you and me. Don't be so that matters about me as I take my time and sing reality. In a struggle, they hustle, they muscle. Why some people they cannot ever move? All we need is a great nation, which is Biafra in our world today. All we need is to be free, freedom to enjoy our nationality. Waiting I see, now so me I used to talk them. Share as I talk them, now so you go understand them. Triple of Yama is my backbone forever. If you like it, make it there, just talk about the journal. We are friends. We are the one make a brighter day, so let's start giving. The choice we make it. We're selling now all our issue. We make a better day, just you and me. We are the one. We are friends. We are the ones to make a brighter day, so let's start giving. The choice we make it. We're serving all our future will make a better day, just you and me. We are the one, we are friends. We are the one make a better day, so let's start giving. The choice we make it. We're serving now all our issue will make a better day, just you and me. We are the one. We are friends. We are the ones to make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we'll make it. We're saving our lives. Issue will make a better day, just you and me. See, we up in Nigeria, we be your friend. Them they carry our money in the area. Like no one know if we done trouble. All I want to let them know it's what's up. You could never eat on our side. Everybody we want try go upside. And that was an Azukilishi. Them leave us for God. Go chop on a machine. I make it put our hands together so that we go fight to them together. We are friends. We are the one make a better day, so let's start giving. The choice we make it. We're serving now all our issue will make a better day, just you and me. We are the one. We are friends. We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we'll make it. We're saving our lives. Issue will make a better day, just you and me. Don't be so matters about me as I take my time and sing reality. In a struggle, they hope.
I'm gonna tell you my story now, and that top brunette Port Harcourt, you know. They got a city, a lovely place. Don't regret and to Johannesburg. I haven't got plenty money on me, but I was stranded in Port Harcourt, you know. If I happen to enter in a pop house about 20 years around me, they say they like me, they love me, they love me, they love my beautiful voice. Please sing another song, only song in blue. Please sing another song, only song in blue. I get too many honeys and that's not what I'm looking for. I just too many lips, and that's not what I'm looking for. All I want is not but straight of money for my family. I'm not here for a pleasure trip. I'm only here for a business trip. I'm gonna tell you my story now and that happened not but I love going to eat in the pubs. About 20 days around me. Say they like me, they love me, they love me, they love my beautiful voice. Please sing a song. Only song can do my love. Please sing a song. Only song can do. Too many monies and that's not what I'm looking for. I get too many lips and that's not what I'm looking for. No, I want is not for plenty of money for my family. I'm not here for a pleasure trip. I'm only here for a business trip. Sing a song, only song can do my love. Please sing a song, only song can do. I just too many honey and that's not what I'm looking for. I just too many lips. Only here for a business free. Espero, olaga, ijesola. Espero, olaga, ijesola. Espero, olaga, ijesola. It's true. You're only here for a business. Please sing a song, only song can do my love. Please sing a song, only song can do. Please help, help.
Good evening, great dear friends and wonderful people. Permit me to welcome you this evening. Two, one, two. All right. Thank you very much, great dear friends. We are testing our microphone, and of course, we are coming out to you live and clear. Once again, it is good evening and welcome to this great edition of Biafra Radio here on IykeObed. And of course, I am coming to you live and direct all the way from Johannesburg in South Africa. And of course, if you are joining us this evening, we are welcoming you, of course, for joining us. And you might be wondering, why am I displaying the wedding picture of our indefatigable leader, Mazen Namdekano, on my screen? It is very simple. Today marks the 10th year anniversary, wedding anniversary, I beg your pardon, of our leader, Mazen Namdekano. And of course, we want to congratulate him and, of course, wish him well with his beautiful, angelic wife, Lolo Uchechi Anyanwu Ototo. And of course, we need to celebrate this man, Mazen Namdekano, with every opportunity, with every chance we get. And of course, today being his 10th year anniversary, it is our pleasure from here, Biafra Radio, to say a happy wedding anniversary, a deservable one for that matter, to him and his lovely wife, Anyanwototo Uche Chikano. All right. Good evening once again, great Biafrans, and permit me to welcome you if you are only joining us right now. My name is Barrister as I have already indicated. And of course, I am anchoring this program this evening. And of course, it will not be a long one for that matter. What we have come to do is what we always do when we come up here on Biafra Radio. We are here, of course, to preach the gospel into the restoration of the kingdom of Chukwuki Kabiama on this planet they call Earth. And of course, that kingdom of Chukwuki Kabiama is none other than Biafra. All right. So, if you have just joined in, I will plead with you, please, earnestly to share this broadcast across every platform you may find yourself. And for those who don't know where to listen to us, you are welcome, of course, to download Biafra Radio on your Google Play Store. And of course, Biafra Radio will be fine on Google Play Store is the place to find Biafra Radio. If that fails, you can also join us live as we are transmitting live from across all platforms. We are on Facebook on Biafra Radio Facebook page. You can also, so permit me to welcome you once again. If you are only joining in now, please do the right thing. And the right thing to do, of course, is to share this broadcast across all platforms. As you are joining, please welcome other people to join. Today, we are going to look once again into the appearance of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at the Abuja High Court, yesterday being the 8th day of May 2025. As you may know, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, appeared once again before the Abuja High Court. And before yesterday, he also appeared on the 7th of May 2025. And we are here to look into what might have transpired in those 2 days of his appearance. And of course, inform you about the postponement of the matter, which is coming up, of course, in a week's or 2 weeks' time. But before then, we will take a quick break, and when we return, we will go straight into it and begin to analyze and begin to, of course, the High Court on the 8th day of May 2025. So please don't go away, because we will be right back. We just want to take a quick break and get everything in order before we continue. Don't go away. We'll be back after this.
It's a song we'll be singing. It's a song forever. It's a song we'll be singing. It's a song of victory. It's a song of Biafra. It's the song we'll be singing. It's the song of Biafra. To the land that's flowing with milk and honey, they cannot be stopped. To the rising sun, there's a star in the east, shining up in the sky, shining out so bright, it's supernatural. Hallelujah. It's a song we'll be singing. It's a song forever. It's a song we'll be singing. It's the sound of freedom. We are champions. It's the song we'll be singing. It's the song of Biafra. I cannot be stopped. I am a bulldozer. I carry the sling of David. I'm a lion king, a lion. I must fall down. Jericho walls must crumble to the right. Shining out so bright, it's supernatural. It's a song forever. It's a song of the singer. It's a song of victory. It's a song of Biafra. It's a song of freedom. We are champions. It's the song of the singer. It's a song of Biafra. Yeah. Present to me. Freedom is coming. Yeah.
All right, welcome back once again. Of course, it is Biafra Radio. We are live. We are excited over what we are doing this evening. As you can see on the screen, I'm still having the pictures or rather the wedding pictures of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Lolo Uchechi Anyanwototo Kanu up on the screen. And it's just simply because today is the 10th year wedding anniversary. Recognize that we have to appreciate them. We have to wish them well. I mean, you got to give it to Lolo Uche. Of course, her happiness, her joy, her wedding, marriage rather, for the sake of freedom by allowing her husband to pursue that which is noble, that which is freedom. And of course, we will applaud her for that. And this is why I chose this evening to celebrate with them. Of course, even in the absence of Onyendumazi Nnamdi Kanu, to say a happy wedding anniversary, or rather a 10th wedding anniversary to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Lolo Uchechi Kanu Anyanwototo. And of course, indeed, she is Anyanwo Ototo, the most beautiful woman, of course, in Biafra land. You cannot beat that. All right. So this is where we are coming out again. And of course, my name's Barrister Ikechukwu Onoha. This is Biafra Radio, and it is Late Night with Barrister Onoha. And of course, I will, in a minute, continue with today's Abuja High Court yesterday. And I'm talking about the court proceeding of Onyendo's ability to analyze the same so that a layman can understand what happened in court yesterday. And that is what we are going to do. And I'm trying to get something sorted out first of all before I can do that. So if you will spare me just a minute, I will be back in a jiffy. And then, of course, we will go straight into the day's business. Don't go away, because we will be back just after this.
It's time to break loose from the chains. It's time for our freedom. Africa. Cause we can never let them negotiate our freedom. No. Hundreds of years is gone. No Messiah came for the black man. Told us that Jesus died for us, but the black man still they suffer. The truth be said, Africa will rise at the right time, and the time we're waiting for is right now. No one can hold the truth for a long time. Oh no! So stay awake. The sun is risen from the east, and the Messiah you're waiting is right here. And no one is gonna try to stop that. I can hear great God for justice, freedom. Let the sun rise. Freedom for Biafra, freedom. Freedom the Kanu. Oh, song of salvation, freedom. Let Africa rise. Freedom for Biafra, freedom. Freedom the Kanu. Freedom the Kanu. Freedom for Biafra. Freedom the Kanu. Freedom Africa. White man fighting for self-determination is celebrated. Black man seeking for self-determination is a separatist and a terrorist. Yeah. When they jail a black freedom fighter, they jailing African freedom. Don't tire Is that a crime? Oh no. Don't I have rights to live? Express myself. Don't I'm marginalized. There's genocide in the land that nobody even cared about. Even when I try to speak, my voice is muted every time. I'm like a slave in my land. I can't take it anymore. I hope the world is listening to my plight. I can hear a great call for justice. Freedom. Let the sun rise. Yeah. Freedom for Biafra. Freedom. Freedom. The Kanu. Freedom. Let Africa rise. Yeah. Freedom for Biafra. Freedom. Freedom the Kanu. Freedom the Kanu. Freedom for Biafra. Oh, 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 oh. Freedom the Kanu. Freedom Africa.
All right, welcome back once again. It is still Biafra Radio, and we are live. We are direct, and of course, Elohim, he is presiding over the affairs of his people. And of course, we are going to go straight into what we have here. And of course, the people who are complaining about not accessing the page, please check your connection. It is still Biafra Radio. And what we are going to do, like I've told you, is that we are going to dive into the court proceedings of Onyindumas and Nnamdi Kanu, which took place yesterday in Abuja High Court. We just want to do analysis and look into events as they transpired in court yesterday. Therefore, I would like and I would urge you to follow me as I will dive into the whole details. And of course, it's going to be analysis and nothing more else. All right. Basically, what happened in court on the 8th of May 2025, was, of course, leading evidence in chief. Evidence in chief, of course, when I say evidence in chief, what I am trying to say, well, let me explain to you what evidence in chief is all about and what evidence in chief means. When the prosecution is, I wouldn't say cross-examination, because only the defense team does cross-examination. The prosecution does not do cross-examination. The prosecution team only does evidence in chief. They lead evidence in chief when they are asking questions, asking their witness question. That is called evidence in chief and not cross-examination. Very, very important that you understand the two. The only people who does cross-examination is the defense team. Once the prosecution are done with evidence in chief, then the defense team, of course, will cross-examine the witness with regards to the question that he was asked by the prosecution. That is how it works. So on the day, the prosecutor view that was given to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on his arrest. And I'm going to look into this, and of course, so that I can explain better. There was a video interview. And this video interview, of course, was done when Onyindumas Nnamdi Kanu was arrested by the members of the DSS. And of course, they presented the same as evidence in court. And of course, the person who they are leading in evidence in chief is the witness who, of course, knows about that video, the witness who did the interview, or rather took Onyinduma's Nnamdi Kanu along that interview. I'm not going to go into details of the questions that was asked in that video, but I'm going to point out some important questions which you might want to hear or think about. All right. So here is the video interview. Let me start from the beginning. Please bear with me as I am trying to get this. So it appears that the DSS, of course, were tapping into the broadcast of Onyendu. And of course, now they are using the same as evidence in courts. But of course, those broadcasts were made to the Biafran people. And those broadcasts were directed to the Biafran people, to the followers of IPOB, excuse me, to those who subscribe to what we are doing. That broadcast was not directed at all to Nigerian citizens, but rather to IPOB member. And if anybody chooses, of course, to tune in and listen into it, no problem. But you can just say that Onyenduma's Nnamdi Kanu was inciting the population of Nigeria into anything or into violence. If somebody decide that they want to act in a certain manner, of course, the broadcast of Onyendu cannot be held accountable, or rather, Onyendu cannot be held accountable for any action any man might have, committed or done. So they are trying to swing the broadcast information as if to say that Onyendu was inciting the people to do things they were not supposed to do. But of course, that is more of chasing the shadow. So I'm going to share with you the interview that Onyenduma's Nnamdi Kanu gave to the members of the DSS. And this is the transcript of that interview. So, in that interview, Onyendu was asked if he was the one that established ESN. Are very careful, because whatever we do or whatever we say, we lay claim to it and we will stand by it and we will defend it. We are not the kind of people that will say something and when you ask us tomorrow, did you say this? We will deny it. That is not IPOB, because IPOB say things that they can defend. And we don't do anything that is violence or anything that will contradict our moral standing. Whatever we do, we ensure that we are able to defend the same. And this is exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did in this interview. So he was asked if he was the one that created ESN. And he said yes, for a very simple reason: to protect our people. And the interview continues. They said to him that the INEC offices were attacked. Onyendu answered, INEC cannot stop my parents from going to farm, but terrorists can. Do you understand? Because if people get violence and attack INEC offices, what has that got to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Absolutely nothing. And this is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is emphasizing here. Yes, ESN was created to protect our people. And the only people that stops our people from going to the farm are the Fulani terrorists and not the INEC. And then they ask again, how does ESN differ from other vigilante groups? But mine is to make sure our land is secured. The governors have failed and our land needs protection. That's why there is ESN. Very simple. And the interview continues unabated. They ask Onyendu, how many people are there in ESN? Onyendu said, I wouldn't know. And of course, he wouldn't know. The interviewer continued, ESN perceived to be your children how do we distinguish terrorists from the group? When you answered, how would I know? And of course, this was the first part of this interview. Remember, they presented that audio of the interview they had with Oyindu. In other words, their intention was to incriminate him through that same interview. But when you listen to the interviewer and the question, rather the response Oyindu gave, there is nothing incriminating. Everything there, you can actually distinguish them from any terrorist act or any terrorist intent. It was more of self-defense and private defense of a people. Here is terrorists, Fulani terrorists attacking Biafra land. And of course, in terms of the Nigerian constitution, you have the right to defend yourself. You have the right to defend your community. You have the right to defend a race. And this is why ESN was created. And there is nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing anybody can fault on that. Because to start with, Yoruba created Amotekun. I don't know if you still remember or have you forgotten. Yoruba created Amotekun. Now, why did Yorubas create Amotekun? Because Amotekun was there to protect the Yoruba race. Amotekun were there to protect the Yoruba people. So how can you distinguish ESN from Amotekun? Because the goal is the same, to protect a people, to defend a people. Who does not know that in Nigeria, that the Fulani herdsmen, who are terrorists by nature, are going around killing, maiming people, stopping our people from farming, destroying farmlands, and taking over our villages. It is out there in the public domain, and nobody can act that they do not know about that. And this is why ESN was created. All right, let's continue. So they played another broadcast of interview they had with Onyendu Mazenamdi Kanu, and it goes like this. The interviewer said, he asked Mazenamdi Kanu, you said kill them. Mazenamdi Kanu said, would you support security agents killing the people? You know, something about question. If you want to ask a question, or if you want to say something, or if you want to quote somebody, you cannot quote them out of context. You need to start from the beginning. Why did I say what I said? There is an event that took place that made me say what I said. So when you take away the event and just comment or rather quote on what I said, that is injustice. You are trying to confuse the court. You are trying to confuse everybody. You need to explain why did that comment happen. And this is why Mazenamdi Kanu was redirecting the interviewer to say, would you rather prefer the security agents to kill the people? All right. The interviewer continued. What about the sit-at-home orders of 30th of May? Now that is insane because people have the right to sit at home. It is called civil disobedience. If people decide that they want to sit at home, it is not a crime. There is nothing you can do about it, because when people want to remind the government of the day that they are not happy about certain events or certain things that are happening, there are many ways to do it, and sit at home is one of them. So the question was, what about the sit-at-home orders of 30th of May? And MMK answered, you are ascribing powers to me that I do not have. Or should I say lack? Is it when I say let there be light and there will be light? Right. So him is where now this is not the audio, but this is the second witness who is in the box, or in the witness box. He said it's really, and as a result people died. Now listen to this. He said Mazen Nandekano asked the people not to go out on that 8th of May, and as a result people died. Does it make sense? Absolutely not. How can people die when people do not go out, when people are sitting in their home? But of course, this is chasing the shadow, like I say. When you don't have a case against a man, you will chase the shadow. You will keep scrapping and grabbing to find something to link him to. But unfortunately, it is not enough to convince an honorable court, because he who alleges must be able to substantiate that which they are alleging. Very, very important. And when I say this, the prosecution must prove their case beyond all reasonable doubt. What is beyond all reasonable doubt? 100%. If they prove their case 90% or 99.9%, they have not discharged the onus of proof. They have not discharged the burden of proof. And no competent court can convict based on half-baked information. Unfortunately not. Alright, let's continue. And he continues, the prosecution now is leading their witness in evidence in chief. And they said, Ahmed Gulag and his assassination in the southeast. And then the justice, or rather the judge, intercepted and said to them, I do not have such name here. It is not on the record. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is like a hearsay. You charge somebody with something and you are bringing information that you cannot substantiate with a witness. The issue of Ahmed Gulag does not form part of proceedings. It is not on record. And of course, the video continued playing. We are watching movie in court because on the record, of course, to pin Mazen Nambekano with all manner of unsubstantiative, how do I put it? Unsubstantiative, crime or offense whatsoever. And this is why they are playing a video of an interview, himself, when he's being interviewed on something that he knows nothing about. It is highly impossible. Alright, we continue. And then of course, Mazen Nambekano said, it is up to people how they assimilate. Are you listening to this? Very important. It is up to people how they assimilate or incorporate instructions or directives. Everything people do is based on their understanding. Do you get that? As I am broadcasting now as Barrister, if I say something and you decide to interpret it in your own way, or you decide to act on your own way based on what I said, that is entirely your problem. It does not mean that that is the end result, and you cannot hold me liable or accountable because of what you think or what you interpreted. It does not work like that. I cannot listen to it and then I took it out of context and I interpret it in my own way, and I come back and say that the broadcaster is inciting violence. There is no such. There is no such. And of course, if you are just joining us, it is still Biafra Radio, and what we are doing this evening is analysis of events and information as they transpired yesterday, the 8th day of May 2025 at Abuja High Court, Kano. In case you were not there, in case you did not know us, to get a glimpse, of course, what transpired yesterday in court. So what I'm reading, of course, is the video evidence that was played in court by the prosecution. And of course, there is a witness in the witness box, the witness being a member of the DSS who was arrested, of course, and taken to the DSS headquarters. So he is being led in chief, or rather evidence in chief, and he is, of course, giving information. Now, mind you, that the defense team, being the team or the legal representative of Volume Nnamdi Kanu, still have an opportunity to come and cross-examine that witness based on all this information that he has given to the courts. So the defense team have enough time to prepare, go through all the evidence, the video evidence that was played in court yesterday, and come back prepared to cross-examine this witness to show the honorable court that this is not a credible witness, that everything he has said has no credibility, and there is such information, and that is the job the defense team will do. And I can tell you this is a very pretty easy that I am, and from the side that I'm watching and listening, event as they unfold, I can tell you it is not a biggie for the defense team. And of course, you will see all that in the next court date of Nnamdi Kanu. All right, let's see. I think the video also continues. As a matter of fact, the broadcast of Nnamdi Kanu made it to Abuja High Court, and everybody was being lectured, even the justice of the day, all the lawyers, all the son, all the prosecution, everybody was listening to Nnamdi Kanu for the first time in one room. So the video evidence continued to play as Nnamdi Kanu narrates his ordeal, and this is what Nnamdi Kanu has to say during that interview. Nobody is insane or mad. So why this obsession of killing people in a democracy? People must have a way of protest. Protesting is a right, a human right, a fundamental one, fundamental human right for that matter. And you cannot stop people from protesting. You cannot kill people for protesting, which is exactly what Nigeria and their military does each time citizens decide to protest over something that they are displeased about. Right, so the interview will continue. On a lighter note, tell me about your background, education, career, family, which state in Nigeria are you from? Nnamdi Kanu asked Abia State. The interviewer. After you left Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu interjects, no, I saved my life. Because when he said after you left Nigeria, in other words, he's trying to insinuate that Nnamdi Kanu interjected. I actually ran to save my life. And of course, he is allowed to do that. You cannot allow yourself to be killed in the name of being on bail. If your life is at risk at any time, you can make a run for it. The interviewer asked, where have you been and what were you doing? MK answered him, it is my business. I love that. And the interviewer continued, what is the job of ESN? We are back again on ESN. And MK said, they are in the bush protecting our people. Now I need to remind you something. During interview or during examination, you get to be asked one question twice or three times. The reason being that whoever is asking the question is trying to catch you out. Remember, I have asked Nnamdi Kanu about ESN before, and he's asking him again because the one can answer again and say it. are in the bush protecting our people. Consistency. Do you see that? Consistency. Because when you become inconsistent in one question, then of course your credibility is found wanting. The same answer. He said to him, as I previously stated, they are there to protect our borders when they go to the farms. Restoration of Biafra. Knowingly or unknowingly, but they are listening. The invention of my house was unnecessary. I had respect for. Whoever authorized the invasion of my house is the real enemy. Video clip ends and has been admitted as an exhibit. So the video clip ended and the same video clip was handed in as exhibit and was admitted as such. And the judge asked if they are playing any other videos because they are there watching videos. What I don't know is if they had their popcorns, because now it appears that the courtroom has been turned into a cinema. And then of course they handed in a letter which they received, of course, from the former Attorney General, the former Attorney General of the asked Mazen Amdekar, do you have any statement to make with regards to the content of the written? The Kanu said, I do not wish to make any statement. Now, mind you, this is in the video. It is not in court yesterday, but in the video. Because Mazen Amdekar is not in the video. Remember, he is the accused person. He cannot cheat, and the ones that will prove their case. If Mazen Amdekar goes into the box, that means he will end up or mistakenly, unknowingly, help the state to prove their case. Hence, the accused person doesn't go into the box. If ever an accused person goes into the box, it will be a last resort. Remember, because the states are the ones that are alleging that he committed an offense, therefore, the prosecution or the state, if you may, are the ones that will lead evidence in chief to prove that Mazen Amdekar committed the said offense. And Mazen Amdekar will do nothing, he will just sit there and listen. That is how it works. And also, remember, he has a right to remain silent. It is his constitutional right. It is his view. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent because everything you say might be used against you. They are saying that because you have the right not to say anything, not to incriminate yourself. Even the interview that Mazen Amdekar was taken through in the DSS custody, but when he was arrested, he could even say, I don't want to say anything if you don't want, because of incrimination. But I believe the reason why he was answering their question is because there is nothing to hide. The gospel of Biafra, the gospel of the restoration of Biafra, the gospel, and it's out there for the people to assimilate. Therefore, Barrister. So when they read that letter from the former Attorney General, they asked him if he has anything to say with regard to that letter, and Mazinan Khan said to them, I do not wish to make any statement on this letter from the office of the AGF. All right. Let me see what else we have. You know, that was played in courts yesterday during the trial of Mazi Namdekan. So after that video that was given in court that day, so that they can now prepare their cross examination, and the matter of course was postponed in order to enable the defense team to do so. So the matter was adjourned to the 14th of May and the 21st and 22nd of May 2021, and come back on the 14th, 21 and 22 May 2025 to cross-examine the second witness of the prosecution team. So this is basically what happened, or rather what has transpired in court on the 8th day of May 2025 during the trial of Mazi Namdekan in Abuja High Court. And we will keep on being across. And of course, we will be watching carefully and expectantly back of to analyze information as they transpire, as they happen. And then of course we can proceedings to be over so that only the Mazi Namdekan will begin. So we are still celebrating this today and I wanted to Kano, and in case you don't know, that is what we are also celebrating today. Even though Onye Mazi Namdekan is not around, you know, we still believe that we can celebrate him as we are celebrating his birthday, and we are celebrating his beautiful wife Lola Uchechi and Ototo Kano. We say we wish you many more years of wedding anniversary. And of course, when I will begin to line up, please don't go away. I will be back after this.
Yes, this is crime, and yes, it's the girl. If you speak another say it's a crime, never mind credit, yeah. I will never buy for a night. It's gonna lead to night. Everybody's carrots, get to the ground, no matter the girls. Yeah. From as an Anglican, the freedom fighters would right. Languishing in places and the prisoner of conscience, voice to the voiceless, freedom fighter. Praise the harassment, not It's time to free. Freedom battles, publishing in places and birds pass. From as a number channel, a prisoners of conscience. Freedom for all. It's what you're asking for. Freedom from as a number. A prisoners of conscience.
Presiding over the affairs of his people and ways to region in the Mazanamde Kano and his beautiful wife Lola Uche Chikano. I know what to do. A happy 10th wedding anniversary from us here on Biafra Radio, and we wish you many more years of happy marriage together, and we believe that next year you two shall celebrate the same together in the name of Chukwu Kitabiama. Alright, let me remind us also that the 30th of May is also approaching, so that we don't forget. Bear that in mind. 30th of May, Heroes and Heroines Remembrance Day. It is sacrosanct to all Biafrans. Please put it in record order. Write it down. Don't don't forget about the 30th of May. It is a must do. It is something we have been practicing, and we will not back down now. We must continue. We must keep on pushing. Even when we get tired, we will get up on our feet and push even the more. Let me tell you, we are human. Sometimes we get tired, but give yourself a little big push. It is not easy. We will celebrate this together, I promise you, because Nnamdi he must gain his freedom, and it will be a great day. It will be a joyous day in Biafra land. All over the world, we are the IykeObed. All right, my name is Barrister IykeObed, and of course, this is where we are bringing this to an end. And of course, I want to thank you for joining me this evening, because we will come back again next court date of OMB to bring you updates, analysis, and information. Thank you for joining us. From me, from here, it is God bless Biafra. God bless you, the family. Good night, and God bless.